Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Hey everybody. Welcome to my podcast. My name is Corbin Stella. And yeah, I got a podcast now. Let's go. Okay. I don't know what to name this podcast. I was thinking about naming it the D1 Podcast. But I did some research. And someone has a similar name, so I don't want to be a follower or a copier or whatever. So, I don't know what my name is yet. Oh well. But my name is Corbin. As if you're listening, you probably know who I am. But for those who don't, which probably is 0 people, my name is Corbin Stella. I am 17 years old. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And I'm just a chill dude. And about the podcast, I've always wanted to do something like this. I've always thought I'd be in the league, like everyone else. But as soon as that dream kind of faded away, I was like, maybe I could be a sports commentator. I've always been interested in that, and which kind of leads to this. I thought about doing a podcast, so I did. I'm doing one. Better to do one right now than to regret not doing it 20 years down the road. But, yeah, maybe this podcast will be picked up by ESPN one day and be like Colin Cowherd on The Herd, or be like Skip Bayless. That's always fun. Or maybe I'll make it to the league one day. I don't care if I'm 60 years old. I'll still believe that I'll make it to the league, and be like Shaq. Retire, then do the analyst or the commentating or whatever. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself to start us off. As you know, my name is Corbin. The first bullet point I have is sports. Very, very sporty guy. I love sports. Love all kinds of sports. I'll say my favorite teams in the basic leagues. I'm going to start with my favorite sport, basketball. As you know, I live in Milwaukee, as I told you. And I like the Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks are my favorite team right now. My second favorite team is the Nets. Why the Nets? Because they got the Fro, Jared Allen, and they got Joe Harris. 3-point champion. Straight pisser. Did you see that? He beat Steph Curry. Steph Curry does not compare to Joe Harris. For football, I'm a Packer fan, Wisconsin fan. I don't really like college basketball that much for whatever reason. I like Zion, because who doesn't? But again, I make a tournament or make a bracket in March Madness every year. But I don't really pay attention to it that much. Football, I love college football though. I'm a Wisconsin Badgers fan. And yeah, not a good year this year for the Badgers. But hopefully we can bounce back. Packers, same thing. We still got the main man, Aaron Rodgers. Baseball, I'm not really a baseball fan, I guess. I guess I like the Brewers, because why not? I know like 3 players on the Brewers. Soccer, I'm a Newcastle United fan. They are the best team in the Prem. I don't care who debates it. They're the best team in the Prem. They got the goal-scoring machine, Rondon himself. Then they used to have Tim Krul, but he left. Am I missing? Hockey. I guess I'm a bandwagon for this. I'm a hockey fan. Well, not really a hockey fan. I'm a Capitals fan. I went to a viewing party in D.C. when the Capitals were in the Stanley Cup Finals. And I got a shirt saying Ovechkin. So I was like, might as well be a Capitals fan right now. That's about it for sports, I guess. The next bullet point I have is video juegos. I like saying video games like that. If you don't know, video juegos is video games in Spanish. I play a bunch of video games. I like to play sports games, some shooters, some builders, I guess. Builders being like SimCity, shit like that. Oops, I swore. Oh well, don't care. Yeah. The recent games I've been playing was NCAA 14 football. I got screwed at this game, or screwed at that game right before this, so I was freaking pissed off, and might as well make this podcast when I'm pissed off. Why not? I played Red Dead 2 a lot over the past month or two. Game of the year, probably my favorite game ever to play. What else do I play? I played FIFA a little bit over the past month, because FIFA's always kind of fun to your age. I used to play 2K, then I raged and I deleted it. Thank God. I did myself a favor deleting it, because that game is whack. You can't drive for anything. And I played this game called The City Builder that I've got into a little bit. Not too bad. And yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it for Video Juegos. Okay, then for shows, or GOAT GOAT shows. Okay, we got SpongeBob, of course. SpongeBob, the classic. You can't leave it out of the cartoon GOAT conversation. That is the greatest cartoon of all time. Great, maybe even the greatest show of all time. Then we got my favorite show, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Just such a masterpiece. Perfection. The song at the end. You're like, whoa, why the song at the end? That makes it 30 times better. The song at the end. I don't know why. It just gets to me. Then there's South Park. I've recently been nagging my parents to get Hulu just so I could watch South Park. And they got a free trial. Hopefully they'll keep it. And South Park is so funny. You can watch it for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. Cartman is the best. Probably the most evil and most funny character of all time. Then we got the Netflix shows. Blue Mountain State. Classic show. If you like football, you like college, you like TV shows, that's perfection towards you. It's basically adult Family Guy, but in college. There's Stranger Things. I've been re-watching Stranger Things. It's alright. Pretty good, I guess. And that's about doing it for the shows. Oh, wait, I forgot. The Legend of Korra is a show. It's kind of like a sequel to Avatar: The Last Airbender. And people say it's trash. It is not trash. I'm here to break the ice. It's not trash. It's an average show. Putting that out there. You're like, what? It's an average? Yes, it's an average show. It's not bad. It's just kind of good in some parts. I'm not going to lie. People just say it's trash because it doesn't live up to the greatness that Avatar is. Even the movie. Look at the movie. The live action movie. That is trash. That is horrible compared to the actual show. I haven't rewatched that recently, so I can't even tell if it's actually trash or trash compared to it. Korra is a good show. It's just horrible compared to the masterpiece Avatar. Avatar is that good that makes a good to okay to good show look trash. I'm sorry. And Korra is the worst Avatar ever. Aang would scrape her. Okay, we're going to the next section. Questions. I asked people to ask me questions for the podcast. I only got 5, but I'm only going to say 3. Because why not? Might as well. My podcast, I can do what I want. So yeah. Not much people saw. Only like 40 people saw it. Which kind of disappointed, because I was going to do this around 11. It's currently 11:03 right now, but I was going to do this, and not much people saw it. Maybe if I usually get 110 people, 115 people to see it, but only about 40 saw it. I'm like, Is there a party I'm not knowing about? Or something, I don't know. Maybe it's religious time and everyone's just giving up their phone for a weekend or something. I don't know. But going into the questions, my guy Brian asks, shout out to Brian, Budenholzer for Coach of the Year? Most definitely. Who else is going to get it? Mike, the bum Malone from the Nuggets? He's a bum. I'm sorry. He's a bum. Nuggets are getting swept in the first round. Maybe not swept. They're losing in the first round regardless. You heard it here first, kids. Then we got LeBron James of the Lakers. I mean, it's LeBron at the end of the day. He's the coach. And it's his team. The thing is, he'd probably be Coach of the Year if Lonzo never got hurt. And if number 23 on the team didn't get hurt, they'd probably be a 4 or 3 seed right now. But they're, I guess, right outside the playoffs at this point. So, Mike Budenholzer. Mike Budenholzer is the only Mike, or a guy named Mike, not Michael. Just if your just name is Mike, you're a bum, unless you're Mike Budenholzer. Mike Malone, bum. Mike McCarthy, bum. Mike from Stranger Things, bum. Mike Richards, bum. Is his name Mike Richards? I think it is. Okay. So Budenholzer, definitely Coach of the Year. Probably the most. Him or Giannis for MVP is the most likely for a Bucks award, I guess. And Augie asked, why is Tosa so bad? More like, why is Tosa so rad? But, see what I did there? Winky face. Okay. Then the last question is, Ethan asked, thoughts on how the Packers will do? Super Bowl or bust. It's even, we're winning the Super Bowl. One of my cousins once told me that I asked him, who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? He's like, Packers. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, you should always think the Packers are going to win the Super Bowl. Especially when they have one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time in Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is a bad man. He is a bad man. So, Packers, Super Bowl, who will they face? Probably the Patriots. Tom will somehow get it 4 straight year. But they're not three-peating, I'm sorry. They said three-peat? No, what am I? They're not repeating, I guess. Well, then I want to highlight Jackson's question. Jackson, I would answer your question, but you never know who's going to be listening to my podcast. But when I first saw it, it gave me a quick chuckle at the thing. So shout out to Jackson as well. Shout out to Brian, Augie, Ethan, and Jackson. And Ryan had a question, but it's kind of a weird question. It involved David Ryder. Shout out to David, too. David's the man. But shout out to everyone who asked questions. I really appreciate it. Getting off this podcast well, the inaugural episode. Let's go. Okay, next bullet point, random topics. Okay, first topic is the Ball family. This is kind of a not so popular topic anymore, but man, I love the Ball family. I love everyone in the Ball family, even Jello. He's stealing Gucci, was it Louis Vuitton glasses from China? Like, almost ruined his life. But I love the Ball family, especially LeVar. LeVar talks the talk and walks the walk. Man, he says what he wants. He's funny. He's goofy. He's a genius. He's got Lonzo in the league. LaMelo is going to join the league probably within the next 2 years. Jello to the league, not going to happen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We got Tina. Shout out to Tina Ball. Then, I guess, Andre Ball, the Ball's cousin from Chino Hills. He's got a good do. The balls, I love the ball so much that my senior quote is a LeVar quote. It's undefeated, never lost, from LeVar. That's my mindset. I never lose, no matter what. Yeah. That does it for the ball, family. Next random topic, the campaign. Okay, I'm not getting political on this podcast because F that. Who cares about politics? You still got to live your life at the end of the day. But the campaign kind of does with politics, I guess. It's a Will Ferrell movie where he basically, they're running for a senate or something like that, and it's the funniest movie I've probably ever watched. It's funnier than Step Brothers, it's funnier than Semi-Pro, it's funnier than Get Hard, funnier than any other movie he's done. There's a few scenes that will have you dying. I'm just gonna let that out. I watched it with my family out of everyone, and me, my brother, and my dad just couldn't stop laughing. And my mom was just sitting there like, "This is horrible." So, yeah, I recommend watching The Campaign. Probably the most funny Will Ferrell movie there is. Definitely the most slept on, because I never heard of it till I got this set. It was really funny. And random topic, Remnar. Why did I put Remnar on here, man? What am I going to say about Remnar? Well, Remnar's my dog. He's a red-bone coonhound. He is kind of slow mentally. He's fast physically, but he's slow mentally. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed, to say the least. He's probably my best friend, I guess. He's out here just crashing all day, living the dream. Every once in a while, he'll just tear up the kitchen, pisses off my dad and my mom, and while I just laugh at them. Remnar always hides, tries to get away, but it's kind of obvious where he's hiding. Yeah, I love him. And next random topic is how my dad is a bandwagoner. When I showed my dad this outline, he's like, "Why is this on the list?" He's like, "Leave me out of this freaking podcast." Well, Dad, you're going on this podcast and you're gonna like it. Why is my dad a bandwagoner? Well, I tried my best to get him on the first episode of this great podcast that'll turn into something big one day. But why is he like, no? I'm like, why not? He's like, I don't want to be involved with this. But Dad, you are the perfect guest for this podcast. I can talk for you to hours, man. You're probably the most interesting guy I know. Look, there's a lot of stories that you can tell me. More stories. You told me more. You're funny. We could do it. This podcast would be on ESPN if you just come on this podcast. Like, if you want me to get rich and famous, come on this podcast and you'll get rich and famous with me. So, Dad, and how is he a bandwagoner? He says once this podcast gets some steam and once it gets good, he's going to come on. I'm like, no. You should have came on when it started. So you can be, I did that, when you see it on ESPN one day. You're going to be at 11:45 in the retirement home. You're going to see the TV in the lounge. It's just going to have ESPN on. As soon as 11:45 hits, my show will be popping up. And yeah, you're going to be like, that's my son. I was part of that. You should have done it. You should have done it. But no. You just want to be a bandwagon and let this thing get good before you get on it. You do you, Dad. This podcast is being great, though. And last random topic, I guess. Favorite meme of all time. I kind of put myself on the spot for this one. I don't know why. favorite meme of all time. Shout out to my memesters out there. Favorite meme of all time. I really like the John Cena meme. SpongeBob memes are always good. Kermit memes, classics. I like the John Cena prank call, though. I think that's John Cena prank call. That's probably my favorite, man. It's so funny. If you haven't watched that or seen that, look it up on YouTube. It's about 6 minutes, I guess, and kind of worth it, I guess. I haven't watched it in years because it could be total trash. Because now I'm not like a sixth grader, but back in the day, it went crazy, and that's what I think of when I think of greatest meme or favorite meme of all time. Then we got the outro of this inaugural episode of this podcast, right? The outro. I wrote down plug the Twitter on it as my first thing. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, that's the only social media I'll give out for now, I guess. It's Corbin BL, Corbin BL. Not that hard to spell. The bio should be professional chiller, and the photo should be me holding balls. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it on that. And last but not least, just sub to PewDiePie. Why not? He needs a BT series. He needs your help. I'm gonna do my part, even though if one person subs, that's all that matters. He needs your help. As long as he gets the 100 million before T series, we're good. We're good. But if he doesn't, you guys have failed you. If you're not subscribed to PewDiePie, subscribe to PewDiePie, or else I'll find you and do something not so fun to you. I don't know what that will be, but, just sub to PewDiePie. You don't have to worry. And yeah, that'll do it for the inaugural episode of the podcast. Hope you guys liked it. Remember to sub to PewDiePie. Tell my Twitter if you want. This will probably be posted on YouTube. Probably the day after I record this. And yeah, it's probably going to be uncut because I'm too lazy. I'm not using the mic for this. I'm just using voice memos from iOS because I'm too lazy. I'm using my Chromebook for my topics. Maybe when this gets popular, is successful one day, I'll take it more seriously. But I'm just doing this for fun. This is what I like doing. Yeah, I hope you guys liked it. Yeah, I'll see you guys on the second episode. Hopefully I'll get someone on it. There's a lot of people in my school who want to do it. So yeah. And I guess recommend podcast names. That'd be good. I don't know what I'm going to do. Might just do the BL podcast because that's my Instagram. And it's in my Instagram and my Twitter. Yeah. So, sub to PewDiePie and that'll do it.